I am excited to share with you today's message on how to get out of your own way. Do you often find yourself holding back from reaching your full potential? Well, you are not alone. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in our own thoughts and limitations, hindering our growth and success. But fear not, my friends, because in this video, I will be sharing with you 5 powerful ways to overcome these obstacles and get out of your own way. These are strategies that I have personally used and have helped countless individuals achieve their goals and dreams. So if you're ready to break free from your own limitations and start living your best life, then buckle up and get ready to be inspired. Remember, you're capable of achieving greatness, and by listening to this message, you can turn things around and start creating the life you truly deserve. So let's dive in and discover the 5 ways to get out of your own way. Starting with number 5, which is get out of your own way by embracing failure and learning from it. Now, I know what you're thinking, failure? That's not something we want to embrace, let alone learn from. But let me tell you, my friends, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. In fact, it is one of the most crucial elements in achieving success. You see, we live in a society that glorifies success and demonizes failure. We are constantly bombarded with images of successful people, their luxurious lifestyles, and their achievements. And while it is great to aspire for success, we often forget that behind every success story, there are countless failures. Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors of all time, failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired from his first job because he lacked creativity. J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series, was rejected by 12 publishers before finally getting her book published. These are just a few examples of how failure is an essential part of the journey towards success. So why do we fear failure? Why do we let it hold us back from reaching our full potential? The answer is simple, because we have been conditioned to believe that failure is a bad thing. We are taught to avoid failure at all costs, to play it safe, and to stick to what we know. But let me tell you, my friends, playing it safe will not get you very far in life. If you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to take risks and embrace failure. Now, I am not saying that you should actively seek failure, but when it does happen, don't let it discourage you. Instead, use it as a learning opportunity. Failure is the best teacher. It shows us where we went wrong and gives us a chance to improve. As the saying goes, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Every time you fail, get back up and try again, but this time armed with the knowledge and experience gained from your previous failure. You see, failure is not the end. It is just a stepping stone towards success. It is a necessary part of the journey, and without it, we would never learn, grow, or evolve. Think about it. If you never failed, how would you know what works and what doesn't? How would you improve and become better? Failure is what separates the average from the extraordinary. Those who are willing to embrace failure and learn from it are the ones who will ultimately achieve success. But let me warn you, failure is not easy. It can be painful, humiliating, and demotivating. It takes a strong mindset and a positive attitude to turn failure into a learning experience. But trust me, my friends, it is worth it. The lessons you learn from failure will stay with you for a lifetime and will help you in all aspects of your life. So how do we embrace failure and learn from it? The first step is to change our mindset. Instead of seeing failure as a negative thing, see it as an opportunity to improve. Remind yourself that every successful person has failed multiple times before achieving their goals. Second, don't be afraid to take risks. If you are always playing it safe, you will never know what you are truly capable of. And finally, when you do fail, take the time to reflect on what went wrong and how you can do better next time. Use failure as a tool to improve and grow. Which leads us to number 4, which is get out of your own way by taking responsibility for your actions. Now, what do I mean by this? It means that we must stop making excuses, pointing fingers, and blaming others for our circumstances. We must take ownership of our actions and the results they bring. This is not an easy task, but it is a necessary one if we want to achieve success and live a fulfilling life. You see, it is easy to play the victim and shift the blame onto others. We may feel temporarily relieved by doing so, but in the long run, it only hinders our growth and potential. When we take responsibility for our actions, we are taking control of our lives. We are no longer at the mercy of external factors, but rather we become the masters of our own destiny. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if it really is someone else's fault? What if they did something that directly affected me? My response to that is this: it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. What matters is how you respond to the situation. You can either choose to dwell on the blame and let it consume you, or you can take responsibility and find a solution. Taking responsibility also means being accountable for our mistakes. We are all human, and we are bound to make mistakes. But what separates successful individuals from the rest is their ability to take ownership of those mistakes and learn from them. It takes courage and humility to admit when we are wrong, but it is a crucial step in our personal growth. Furthermore, taking responsibility for our actions also means taking control of our thoughts and emotions. We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. We must learn to be proactive rather than reactive. Instead of letting our emotions dictate our actions, we must take a step back, assess the situation, and respond in a way that aligns with our goals and values. Now, I must warn you, taking responsibility for our actions is not a one-time thing. It is a continuous process. We must constantly evaluate ourselves and hold ourselves accountable. It is not enough to say, "I take responsibility." We must also follow through with our actions. We must be consistent and persistent in our efforts to improve ourselves and our circumstances. Which leads us to number 3, which is get out of your own way by surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. Now, you may be wondering, why is this so important? Why do I need to surround myself with positive and supportive people? Well, the answer is simple: because the people we surround ourselves with have a tremendous impact on our lives. They can either lift us up or bring us down. They can either inspire us or demotivate us. They can either support us or hold us back. And it is up to us to choose who we allow into our lives and who we keep at a distance. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever been around someone who is constantly negative? Someone who always sees the glass as half empty? How did that make you feel? Did you feel energized and motivated? Or did you feel drained and demotivated? I'm willing to bet that it was the latter. Negative people have a way of spreading their negativity like a virus. They can bring you down, make you doubt yourself, and hold you back from achieving your dreams. And that's why it is crucial to surround yourself with positive people who will lift you up, support you, and believe in you. Now, I want to make something clear. Surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people does not mean surrounding yourself with a bunch of yes men and yes women. It does not mean surrounding yourself with people who will tell you what you want to hear. It means surrounding yourself with people who will tell you what you need to hear. People who will challenge you, push you out of your comfort zone, and help you grow. People who will hold you accountable and keep you on track. People who genuinely care about your success and will do everything in their power to see you succeed. So how do you surround yourself with such people? Well, the first step is to evaluate your current circle of influence. Take a look at the people you spend the most time with. Are they positive and supportive? Do they inspire you to be better? Do they believe in your dreams and goals? If the answer is no, then it's time to make some changes. It's time to distance yourself from those who bring you down and start seeking out positive and supportive individuals. The second step is to be intentional about who you let into your life. Don't just accept anyone into your circle of influence. Be selective. Surround yourself with people who have similar values, goals, and ambitions. Seek out mentors and coaches who can guide you and help you grow. Join groups and communities of like-minded individuals who will support and encourage you. And remember, it's not about the quantity of people in your life, it's about the quality. The third and final step is to be a positive and supportive person yourself. As the saying goes, you attract what you put out into the world. If you want to surround yourself with positive and supportive people, then you must also be positive and supportive. Be the kind of person you want to have in your life. Lift others up, support them, and believe in them. By being a positive and supportive person, you will naturally attract the same kind of people into your life. Which leads us to number 2, which is get out of your own way by setting realistic goals. You see, one of the biggest obstacles that we face in achieving our dreams and reaching our full potential is ourselves. We often get in our own way with self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. But the good news is we have the power to overcome these obstacles and achieve greatness. And it all starts with setting realistic goals. Now, let me be clear. Setting goals is not about wishful thinking or daydreaming. It is about creating a roadmap for your life and taking action towards your desired destination. It is about being intentional and purposeful in your actions. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So how do we set realistic goals? The first step is to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Imagine yourself living your dream life. What does it look like? How does it feel? What are you doing? Who are you with? The more specific you can be, the better. This vision will serve as your North Star, guiding you towards your goals. Next, break down your vision into smaller, achievable goals. These are the stepping stones that will lead you to your ultimate destination. It is important to make these goals realistic and attainable. Setting goals that are too big or unrealistic can lead to frustration and disappointment. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Once you have your goals in place, it is time to take action. This is where the magic happens. You must be willing to put in the work and make sacrifices to achieve your goals. As the saying goes, success is not convenient. It requires discipline, determination, and perseverance. There will be times when you will face challenges and setbacks, but it is important to stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward. Another crucial aspect of setting realistic goals is accountability. It is easy to make excuses and give up when we are the only ones holding ourselves accountable. That is why it is important to have an accountability partner or join a mastermind group. These individuals will hold you accountable and push you to be your best self. Now, I want to address something that often holds people back from setting realistic goals: fear of failure. We have all experienced failure at some point in our lives, and it can be a painful and humbling experience. But I am here to tell you that failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to learn and grow. In fact, I would argue that failure is a necessary part of success. It teaches us resilience, determination, and the importance of setting realistic goals. Lastly, I want to leave you with a powerful tool that will help you in setting and achieving your goals: the power of visualization. Visualization is the process of creating a mental image of yourself achieving your goals. It is a powerful technique used by many successful individuals, including athletes and entrepreneurs. By visualizing your success, you are programming your mind for success. It helps you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Which leads us to number 1, which is get out of your own way by identifying and challenging negative self-talk. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly is negative self-talk? It is that little voice inside your head that constantly tells you that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, that you are not worthy of happiness and success. It is the voice that plants seeds of doubt and fear in your mind. And if you allow it to, it can hold you back from achieving your dreams. We all have this voice, and it is a natural part of being human. However, the difference between successful people and those who struggle is that successful people know how to identify and challenge their negative self-talk. They understand that this voice is not the truth. It is simply a reflection of their fears and insecurities. So how do we identify negative self-talk? The first step is to become aware of it. Pay attention to your thoughts and the words you use when talking to yourself. Are they positive and empowering or negative and limiting? If you find yourself constantly doubting your abilities and putting yourself down, then you are engaging in negative self-talk. The next step is to challenge this negative self-talk. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is there any evidence to support it? More often than not, you will realize that these thoughts are baseless and have no real evidence to support them. They are simply a product of your fears and insecurities. Once you have identified and challenged your negative self-talk, it is time to replace it with positive self-talk. This is where affirmations come into play. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to counteract negative thoughts. For example, if your negative self-talk tells you that you are not smart enough to achieve your goals, you can counteract it by saying, I am intelligent and capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. But affirmations alone are not enough. You must also take action towards your goals. As the saying goes, actions speak louder than words. You can tell yourself all the positive things in the world, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. So, make a plan, set goals, and take consistent action towards achieving them. Another way to challenge negative self-talk is to surround yourself with positive and supportive people. The people you spend the most time with have a significant impact on your thoughts and beliefs. So choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, support you, and encourage you to be your best self. In addition to that, it is crucial to practice self-care and self-love. Take care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Remember, you are your own best friend, and you should always be there to lift yourself up, not tear yourself down. Now, I want to address a common misconception about negative self-talk. Some people believe that it is necessary to be hard on themselves to push themselves to achieve more. But let me tell you, that is not the case. Negative self-talk does not motivate you, it only holds you back. It is like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. You may move forward, but at a much slower pace and with a lot more effort. So, my friends, I urge you to be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same love and compassion that you would show to your loved ones. Remember, you are worthy, you are capable, and you deserve all the happiness and success in the world. Remember, you have the power to shape your thoughts and create your reality. So choose to believe in yourself, take action, and never let negative self-talk hold you back from reaching your full potential. Thank you.